It's pretty smoky in here. I have a beer. Shaun has a seltzer. We each have a glass of some of the finest whiskey in my cabinets. This is going to be a fun one. You better fucking buckle up right now. You don't want to go on this ride not strapping in because you're going to snap your neck. It's going to be moving fast. There's a lot of turns. So quickly I started to realize that this woman who I thought I knew very, very well was likely a vampire of emotion, just like sucking all the essence out of my veins that gives me joy. Mm-hmm. And that's when I finally decided I'm not going to DM Kourtney Kardashian.
That's what it took.
That's what it took. But to that point, I thought Kourtney Kardashian and I maybe were meant to be. But the more and more I watched, I was like, no, this woman's a taker, not a giver.
Yeah. And guess what? You've been being taken from your whole life. Now guess what? It's time for you to be with a giver, Todd, not a taker.
And a Kardashian of all people to take from me?
What was some of your favorite?
Open that up.
What was some of your favorite things that you guys had in common that really made you just feel like this could finally be the one? One,
she's a mom. Mm-hmm. She'd pumped out a few kids, whatever, right up my alley. Moms are right up my alley. Mm-hmm. Number one. You know, for a long time, she was the only mom Kardashian other than Kris. So she got my respect right away. And I thought she deserved me because of that. Mm-hmm. But then I watched her relationship with Scott. Who can't get along with that dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a hard worker.
If you're going to be step in and you're going to be stepdad, you're going to want to have a strong relationship with the baby's father.
Exactly. And I love that dude, you know?
Yeah.
He was always hustling, you know. He had his own thing going on all the time. It wasn't, you know, just that he was Kourtney Kardashian's baby daddy. I mean, that guy was like sitting around all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes he would pour the kids cereal. I mean, this guy he had it going on.
He was a next level dad. Good looking kid too. Whole block wanted to blow him.
A whole block wanted to blow him. I think half the block did, you know?
From what I understand.
But I had to choose right then or there. You know, I hit that moment. I'm like, I'm not getting any younger. Am I going to send this DM to Kourtney Kardashian or not?
And a lot of people don't even realize that when you're right then and there, that's 3 locations all at the same place. So you also have to think about that.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'd even look. I'm sure her DMs are open. Probably just anybody can slide in there. I mean, she only has, I don't know, 70 million followers or something. Probably.
I would go as far as saying that I bet somebody from Instagram would step in here and make sure that your message got to her. I think that they would see that this is a connection that has to happen. I think as a staff at Instagram, they have a responsibility to almost connect you in a way. Like, it's up to you guys. This is legit destiny.
Do you think if I change my name on Instagram to Mom Slayer, it will bring more moms to this show? Moms that want to be slain?
Yes. See, I think the problem is that where the confusion with what the connection you have with people's mothers, I think the real confusion lies with them in their minds. The fact that they can't comprehend that the person that birthed them wants Todd McComas' Johnson, and she wants it sexually, and she wants it badly.
Yeah.
She wants it a lot.
I think it can be hard to handle. Like, if you
That's where the confusion
listen to the show, every time you hear me go, here we go, you don't want to be thinking,
splash, mothers.
There's a fucking waterfall in my mom's pants right now.
Yeah,
you don't want to be thinking about that.
I mean, listen, worst case scenario, I think a lot of people that listen, they should at least get a life preserver and just hang it up in their mom's room. Because you just never know when shit's going to get, when the water's going to get deep. You don't know. Yeah. It's a lot going on in there. A lot of, definitely a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean?
You might as well rip up all the carpet, wood, subflooring, and just pour a concrete floor and put a drain hole in the middle like it's a slaughterhouse.
Yes.
Because this is going to be stuff flowing.
It's going to be a lot of juice, a lot of liquids.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't understand when there's a demand for a reason.
I would agree.
Show me a shit product with high demand, and I'll tell you, you're not looking at the product correctly.
I would agree. I mean, right now, I'm the Rubik's Cube, fresh on the market. You know what I mean? Who didn't want a Rubik's Cube at that point?
Everybody did. You
Maybe
couldn't get them. You had to wait in line.
The Swiffer. That's what I am. I'm the Swiffer. When the Swiffer hit the market, what mom instantly didn't want a Swiffer in her hands?
Every mother
mom.
did.
It made the household chores so much easier, right? They were all excited about it.
It picks it up itself. No more bending over.
I think they think of me a lot like that, like the Swiffer. Like I'm going to make their life a lot easier.
Yep. A lot smoother. Mm-hmm. A lot more satisfying.
You kind of soak up everything that's wet.
Yep.
You know?
Here you come, right to town, cleaning up everything, picking up some loose ends here and there. You know what I mean? But guess what you're doing? You're leaving a clean floor.
A clean floor.
People don't understand that. How many people do you know right now as a listener of this show? Think about it into your life. This is the part where I start to talk like Tony Robbins.
And I love it.
I want you guys right now to really reflect and ask yourself. I forgot what originally I was going to say, Todd.
Well, it was Tony Robbins-ish, so I'm sure it was motivational.
It was going to be good.
Yeah.
People forget, man.
And people really, really, I think everyone that listens to this show really loves the Uncle Todd Mom Talk, except for probably one. But she's not a mom.
Yeah.
So don't be selfish, I say.
Yeah.
Be able to share your dude with the moms. I mean, that's the least you could do. Are you saying moms aren't important? Are we belittling moms?
What do you want?
As a status?
Do you not want a king to reign over his people?
I mean, come on. What are we talking about?
What's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't about
Tiger Woods to not hit golf balls.
You don't want him on the course?
Right. I mean, that's what he was put on this planet to do.
He's the greatest of all time.
You're going to take that from him? I mean, moms are my golf balls. I'm Tiger Woods.
Yeah. And they're also the course because you play them to perfection.
I do. 18 holes at a time. Is your mom a par 3 or par 4? How many strokes is it going to take for me to get through your mom?
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
8-minute run.
8-minute run. Off
People have to
hard
understand. This is a game of runs. Whatever you do in your life is a game of runs. Okay? Whether it's this run or that run, it's a run. Everything's a run.
It's a run. And
even if you don't do shit.
Oh, yeah.
You run a run of not doing shit.
You run a run of not doing shit and don't try to think just because you're not doing shit, that's not a run. Anything that is a series of events that stay in motion is a run.
That's a run.
It's not doing anything, that's fucking motion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're doing something. What are you doing? You're doing not doing something.
Dude, it's always about a run. You know, it depends if it was a bad run, if it was a good run. You need to respect the run. That's the thing I know, Todd.
Oh, I know you respect the run.
I respect a good run. You know, people want to stay too long now. They don't want to respect the run.
Right?
You know?
Just want to move over to the next thing.
They just want to keep going. Like, your run is over, fam. Learn how to fold. Know when to fucking hold them. Know when to fold them, my man. It was a good run.
Good run. And listen, it's pretty smoky in here. I have a beer. Shaun has a seltzer. We each have a glass of some of the finest whiskey in my cabinets. And this is going to be a fun one. You better fucking buckle up right now. You don't want to go on this ride not strapping in because you're going to snap your neck. It's going to be moving fast. There's a lot of turns.
And then guess what? You're going to be in a wheelchair and on crutches at the same time.
Who wants that?
That's never
when
even happened.
When you got to move your wheelchair with the crutches like this, it takes you 4 times as long to get where you were going if you were just one or the other. And do you know how many Special Olympic events have been delayed because it reached a point where someone with crutches having to move their wheelchair was in the event, and it started late. I don't even know if we can keep this in here, to be honest.
There's a strong chance we have to take this out.
It might be a possibility we have to cut this out. But
if you're listening to this, you're welcome.
When I said Special Olympics, I wasn't referring to the Special Olympics.
No.
I was referring to the Special Insurance Olympics, where it's people who have been in car crashes that didn't kill them compete for gold, silver, and bronze. And some of them are on crutches and wheelchair at the same time, and it really slows down this thing. Every year they have it in Wichita, Kansas, every 4 years. And if you haven't been to it yet, it's really good. It's really good.
Is there a minimum requirement as far as injuries are concerned?
You can have been in a car crash and slipped in a laundromat, both within the same 12-month period.
Oh, obviously the slipping comes after when you're in rehab.
Yeah, because it's people that, a lot of people file insurance claims for personal injury maybe once in their life. Most people are not at all, right? But let's say you were in a car crash or something, not your fault, you got to make a claim. The Special Insurance Olympics are for special insurance customers who have habitually filed accident claims. They've walked out in front of a car and been hit 7-8 times.
Yeah.
They have slipped at a laundromat, a movie theater, an
Real
arcade.
slippery folk.
Real slippery folk. Didn't see the just mop the floor sign, flat on their back.
Oops.
Quick claim to keep it out of court. These people, they got 12, 14 slip and falls. They got 7, 8 walking the traffic, get hit by a car. Yeah. They got.
You ever think, though, somebody ever did actually slip and fall about 6 good times on accident? And he's just going to get labeled as an absolute fraud because that never happens to nobody except for people who do it for an insurance scam purpose?
I wonder if that's ever happened. Somebody's a natural faller and they just fall all the time. Maybe they got some kind of equilibrium issue they haven't resolved yet.
Yeah, one of their favorite things is, That's one of the things they say most.
Yeah, that's the quote they put in everybody's yearbook.
Whoa,
whoa. I hurt my back.
I'm okay. I'm all right. Because he probably fell several other times and never filed a case. True. I mean, early on, before it was just enough's enough, man. You start getting paid when you slip and falls, bro. I need some slip and fall cash. He had to fall probably 15, 20 times, at least in establishment, before he got woke to the idea that
absolutely.
You know how much you get for a slip and fall in a stove?
Shit. You can get 15, 20 grand just to not take it to court. I mean, that's a profitable fall.
My neck and my back. I want $150,000. Oh, we could sell a quote right now for $50. Come on, $2 on a jawbreaker.
$2 on a jawbreaker.
50 cents is a cashews. He keeps on going. Remember that from Friday?
Yes.
What the hell you doing in there, man? Man, you know how much you get paid for a slip and fall in a star? Ezel, man. That movie is so good, bro.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, shit.
We need another movie like that right now. COVID ruined movies.
COVID's ruining movies, man. I would have only during COVID, if I was in charge of like all the motion picture industry.
Yes.
I would have said, listen, you can make a movie during COVID, but it either has to be about some kind of pandemic outbreak or it has to be soft porn. Look, those are the only two options you got. All right?
Yeah. So this is what you're going to go to the production company and say?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's going to, well, I would demand it. If I regulated all that, I was in charge of like approving movies for
you're the motion picture industry, movie.
Yeah. I control all the big studios.
Door guy.
As soon as COVID hits, I'll be like, listen, we're only making 2 kinds of movies right now. It has to be about some kind of outbreak, pandemic. It could be a virus. It could have come from a monkey biting somebody, a spider bite. I don't care. But it has to do with the pandemic outbreak. I might slide in zombie apocalypse because most of those happen because of a viral outbreak. but you got to connect those dots. The other option, soft porn. Maybe not even soft porn. Maybe just like exploitation flick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like remember that old movie Hard Bodies, or just whatever movie you want to make where it's just titties flopping around on a beach.
Yeah.
You build some kind of storyline, some kind of plot around that, but you didn't really need it.
Well, maybe it's about a guy, he's a rich guy in his chopper and he flies around to he owns resorts. Mm-hmm. But he also stops off at other places where he hangs out because he's got connections all over town.
I like
and
that.
all over the coast and the
it.
country.
I love it.
At least a couple of counties. Mm-hmm. And that's what
whatever-
happens. And then each place he goes, it just happens to just be titties everywhere.
Well, because I think his work is only about beaches.
Yeah.
He's probably a really successful, like, he doesn't rent them out, but he's in charge of, like, several different lawn chair rental companies.
Adirondack as well.
Yeah.
Adirondack chairs too, Todd.
So he has to fly around in his helicopter to check each location. He lands at every beach to see if his dude is renting out everything okay and that the books match up. Then he's just there around hot girls in bikinis the whole time.
He had 3 sons, and it's wild to think that he would name him this, but one kid whose name's Ada, and then the other kid's name was Ron, and then the last kid they named fucking Dak, dude.
Dak?
Fucking when they show up, that's Adirondack.
As long as all three are together. Or otherwise, he's just like, this is Ron Dak.
I mean, it's a wild move. It's a wild move
Yeah.
to do that.
I love it. And probably everywhere that he flies to check on his lawn chair rental company location, probably someone gets murdered. One of the let's say one of the hot girls in bikinis gets murdered, and then all the other hot girls in bikinis seek his assistance
And vengeance. They need vengeance, and they need him.
Exactly, because he's obviously he owns a helicopter. He's tied to mercenaries.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of mercenaries.
If you have a chopper, especially back then, you have people that play both sides of this fence, and you have to know that. Listen, I fly a chopper. I don't get involved in the politics.
I don't.
Whoever has the cash, register through the FAA. They get to have me take them doing whatever the fuck they're doing. But guess what? I fly choppers.
You need me to cause a revolution to take over your country?
Yeah, just let me fucking do what I got to do.
I got a helicopter.
I got a chopper,
What am I doing? I'm just flying around the beaches looking at titties all the time, checking on lawn chairs.
and every once in a while we float around and I fucking pop off rounds because I hang out because I seatbelt. I buckle myself into the thing and I can hang out the side, and then I just pop off some rounds and go back to the house.
I got a 50 cal on the turret here, and I got a 308 sniper rifle.
A lot of people don't even know this. I have a fucking German tank in my backyard. If shit gets real hot, I cruise that around.
Yeah,
And
come in
guess
my
what?
yard.
Guess what we play?
You know what? Don't tie your dog up. Let your dog run loose.
Yes,
I got
let
a
him
fucking
go.
Sherman tank over here.
Do not let that dog be strapped to a tree when I come to town.
I'll fucking bring this right over the privacy fence. Bring that tank right into your yard.
I'll bring the tank and I'll bring the other weapons we said we had.
Let's go, Kenneth.
Hey, Kenny, my man.
Leave your dog out there all day tied to a tree and let him yap, 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 yap. Never check on him.
Guess
take him
what?
inside and let him live his life.
Yeah, and guess what? You better have to tell the fucking realtor when they sell the house too. People next door need to know.
Already registered it with the HOA, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a tank permit the day I moved in here.
Guess what? This tank also owned by the HOA, so we can invade your house.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And they sure they thought it was a shark tank.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got a shark in the side of my Sherman tank. It is a shark tank.
Guess what?
That's a legal loophole, motherfucker.
And guess what? Guess who's minus a couple of walls in their home now? Not us.
Yeah.
Not Todd.
Yeah, guess who can't get reception on their satellite dish anymore because I blew it the fuck off your roof.
Yeah. Hopefully that you had that weird direct TV fucking satellite blocking your master bedroom window.
Yeah.
So bullets fucking ricocheted over to the neighbor's house.
That's your own fault for still being on satellite TV. Have you not heard of smart TVs? They're streaming
app.
platforms.
Get the app, asshole.
Get the app, motherfucker.
You know what? Honestly, if you don't just get the app, if you're not a get the app person, please get off this fucking feed.
Get off.
Please, guys, listen. We appreciate you. But if you don't do the apps,
Come on.
God damn it.
If you still have a fucking cable running out of your wall to the back of your TV and Comcast bills you every month for it, That's fucking on you, bro.
I got an idea. Why don't you get a leg that's like 11 feet long, just the one leg and foot.
Yeah.
So that way
Just
you
one
can
of
get a
them.
good fucking running start on a kick. And when you kick, your fucking foot goes back around and kicks you in your own ass.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you need to have a long leg. So it
That's-
can loop around, wham, right in your own ass for being a piece of shit.
That's what you need.
And you know what the best part is? I don't even remember what this person's a piece of shit for right now,
He's a
Todd.
piece of shit because he's still subscribing to cable.
That's right, because of cable, Todd.
Come on.
Like I said earlier, because of cable.
Yeah. I mean, come on. That's a trip hazard, first of all. Maybe I
Exactly.
would need to walk behind your TV. You got cables running from the TV to the wall?
You ever move and forget to turn in the goddamn cable box? They charge you $1,000 for parts and labor.
$1,000 for something that was made for 30 cents.
Hello, Comcast? Yes, here's a large cock. It's on the menu. It's the main course. Go ahead and eat it, you fucks.
Yeah. That's why I dropped you. I mean,
You're
I still
done.
need your internet. I still got your router, but
Whatever. I got
yeah,
your router.
Whatever.
That's a signal, though. That's a Wi-Fi signal, so I can get the. I need that. I need you to help me fuck you up.
Yeah, I'm
Like
using your own signal
Yeah.
to not have your TV service, so you just fuck yourself.
And guess what else? I'm using your signal to let people know to not get you for TV no more.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that?
This couldn't go out to warn people if you weren't providing the signal. So,
You're
look what you did
basically
to yourself.
we're basically putting it right in your butts, and then guess what? You actually cloned off as another person, and then you went around and pushed our cheeks in to help us.
Yeah, you. Yeah, you did. Stupids.
So how about that, Comcast?
Take that, Comcast.
And this is a true message until they decide to buy ad space. And guess what?
Yeah.
If you don't have fucking Comcast,
If
you're
you-
a fucking
If you need some
loser.
ad space, we respect what you do.
If you don't have Comcast, you're a cocksucker,
If
dude.
you're running just
get off our
waves
feed.
that fucking float in the air that you can't even see, go fuck yourself.
Get right off our fucking podcast subscription feed. Get off our RSS if you don't have Comcast.
Shut all the lights off in your house. Go outside. Lock the door on your way out. Get in your car. Start it up. I need you to drive to your sister's house. Pick up a key to her storage unit. Drive in the other side of town to her storage unit. And I need you to walk inside there, pull the little chain so the door slides shut, and fuck yourself.